You're being very quiet. Why? Okay.
You should have responded, it's okay, your body clearly needed rest.
I felt like I was a teenager
Oh, you
again.
were drunk.
That thing literally scares me, talking about clones. I cannot even think about it. Like,
I'd be such a headache if there was a double. Everyone is like so extreme about it. That doesn't mean that every woman needs to be a career woman and split the bill and do everything and work and then come home and take care of the kids. It's a choice.
It's the freedom of being able to choose exactly what you want to do without having restrictions and laws forbidding you.
Why are we demolishing the roles of a family? Yeah. Why? Why are we judging people?
Yes, I agree with freedom of speech. Do not misunderstand me.
And I think if you're truly okay, it's not really going to bother you.
There's so many people out there who are not okay, though.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
It depends. I think we're taught that we have to be tough. Hello, Olivia.
Hi, Maria. We are starting the podcast with some... First of all, where were you during carnival? I was so excited to see you. Okay. Let's just intro the podcast first. Welcome to another episode of Icelandic Girls with Olivia
and Maria.
You're being very quiet. Why?
I was sleeping.
You did not come to the carnival parade because you were sleeping?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Basically, I woke up really late.
Oh.
Okay. I have been very sleep deprived.
Okay, I understand that, but
I've been working my butt off.
I'm going to read up the message that you sent me.
And I woke up really late and I texted you.
You texted me when I was already way out of being on my phone.
I texted you when you guys just arrived, and I
still
didn't get out of bed.
This is what you were saying. The time was 1:30. Getting up now to get ready. Okay, it's warm here though. So I mean, we just arrived. And you were like, if I come at 3, is it too late? The time was 2:20, and then I didn't hear from you again. I was like, okay, I need to text Maria to see, like, we have actually left now. I sent you my live location so you wouldn't lose us. And then she texts us, this Mrs. here, Maria, at 7 o'clock. I took a nap. And I didn't respond to you because I was like, there's no way. I mean, come on. Lucky for you, I had a really good time either way. But all these girls who wanted to...
nap. I was really tired. I slept the whole day, I swear.
Ugh.
And you know what it was? I woke up really late, way later than I planned. And I looked at the weather outside and it was like raining-ish.
It was gloomy weather.
And then I was like, okay, let me gather my strength and get up. And I got up at 1:30 and I'm far, so I would need half an hour to get through the traffic to get to you. So I was like, okay, let me ask her if it's okay if I come at 3, because I knew the parade starts at 1 technically, but you were a late number. Mm-hmm. And then when I texted you at 2:30 and you were like, yeah, it's fine, I was still in bed.
So you were like, okay, it's fine. I can sleep for another 4 hours.
And I rolled over and I don't remember falling asleep. I just fell asleep.
Whoa.
And I slept until 6:30.
Crazy, man.
I slept the whole day. I was so sleep deprived.
Man, oh man. Well, luckily I was with more people and I was just not waiting for you to come.
Well, look, if I knew you were waiting for me and depending on me, I would have gathered the strength. But because I knew anyway you were with your sister and Ramon and a million other friends, I was like,
yeah,
my body needs sleep. Let me rest.
So, Olivia, how was your time at carnival? Thank you for asking. I had a really good...
You haven't given me the opportunity to ask you.
By the way, we have not even spoken since then because we're like, okay, we need to talk about it on the podcast. Or
when you ignored me, I was like, is she annoying?
No, I didn't ignore you. I responded to the other thing that you sent me.
Yeah, you did.
About that we needed to start.
But you ignored me when I said I fell asleep. You ignored that.
Of course. I was like, what am I going to say? Anyway, I have a reason why I ignored it. Okay?
You should have responded, it's okay, your body clearly needed rest.
No, in that state of mind I did not think about you, to be honest.
So did you have fun?
I had a really good time. Thank you for asking. No, honestly, we arrived pretty late also to the parade because it was like an accident on the highway.
The traffic was insane.
It was an accident on the highway.
I know.
4 cars would anyway, we managed to get there some sort of it on time. And we started like drinking before
Olivia, drinking.
I drank 3 drinks.
I thought you weren't going to drink.
I was not sure, to be honest. I wanted to see what kind of vibe, but because the vibe was so nice, everyone's just happy. They were there to have a good time. I felt like FOMO. So like, I need to do this. So me and Ramon, we started drinking because we have not drank in a really long time, like a year ago. We were. It was the first time ever that we were both on the same phase, because he's obviously taller, he's a man, so he can obviously drink way more. So we started to get like a little bit tipsy, like already after like a few drinks, like a few sips, like on the first drink. I'm not kidding you. I had like a few sips and I was like, oh, I feel it in my head.
Wow.
And then once we started walking, I don't know, time suddenly went by so fast. Suddenly it was done. Like, I don't know where time went. And so, I did not think of you at all. I mean, then I realized, wait.
Slightly offended.
And I was like, wait a minute, where is Maria?
See, Diana would never do that. She would always be thinking of me.
We have Diana, by the way, again with us in the studio.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Hello,
my
Diana.
number 1 fan.
Can you say hello?
Support.
Hello.
Aww.
Oh, that was
so cute.
That was a very sweet voice. Hello. I'm also going to speak like that, a little bit more cute. Okay. No, but I got to say, it's been a long time I got drunk. I felt, girl, we went and sat and ate after the parade.
Did you get hungover?
Wait, we went and ate after the parade finished, like at 5 o'clock, 5
Where
p.m.
did you eat?
I don't remember, like some sort of like bakery, pizzeria that has like food you can choose what to eat anyway. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God, everything is spinning. I felt like I was a teenager again.
Oh, you were drunk.
Yeah, but I was fine until I sat and ate. So when we left there, we were going to go to an after party.
Isn't food supposed to sober you up?
Apparently, but apparently not. Did not work for me. And then we started walking to like the old town, Saripolo, where everything was going to be in like the after party. And I was like, guys, I cannot. I need to puke. So I puked everything up. Yeah, in a freaking alley, like I'm a 17-year-old. Like, what the heck?
Olivia, I'm so happy I wasn't there.
I haven't done this in a long time. To like,
oh my God.
I mean, I puked everything up. And my little sister, who's like 21 years old, was holding up my hair. And she was so happy.
Such a bad older sister.
She was like, I'm so happy now that I can finally hold your hair. It's been my goal of mine because I've been doing it on her, you know. So it was like a payback, but she kind of enjoyed it also. But yeah, I felt ridiculous being almost 30 years old and puking.
How was Ramon?
He was fine. He was vibing. He loved his first carnival experience.
It was his first carnival.
He had a really good time. And honestly, I think it made for him Cyprus elevate in the view of in general. Like he really understand what the whole hype is about carnival parade. Because if you're with the right group and you're all in the same energy, it's fun.
It's a vibe.
It's very entertaining. Yeah. So he had a really good time also. Anyway, I just want to come back and say I sobered up directly after. Once I puked, it was like
you got it out of your system.
I was like back on track.
And then you went to the after party?
Man, it was the worst 30 euros I spent ever. I so do not... I'm a little bit annoyed that we went to that after party. It was so bad. Or at least the time that we arrived there. It was techno music. And I don't know why I keep on going to techno parties when it's clearly not my thing.
I'm an R&B girl. I like my R&B. I'll enjoy my Greek music too, but I'm an R&B girl.
Yeah, man. I mean...
I don't like the...
No, but techno, it's not even with your arms up. It's literally you just need to stand like on the ground and not move your feet. That's how I feel techno is. And
I'm sorry to the techno lovers, but it's just not us.
No, I wish I really liked techno, but it's not my thing. I mean, if I want to party, I want to listen to house. I want to listen to...
I also don't get house.
I want to listen to 2015 kind of house, like when it's like David Guetta, Martin Garrix, like the vocal ones, the one that you would just want to dance and sing along and be like happy and jump upside down. Well,
what is Black Coffee considered?
Techno, I think.
Really? Then I like techno.
But Black Coffee is for me on the edge. Like I've listened to him twice and I had a good time, but he's like, I think he's one of the good ones closest.
What
to
about
the
Rampa and Me?
I don't know who those are.
It's dance electronic.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what was considered.
Like I like these DJs. There's a few DJs.
Which ones do you like?
Rampa and me, Black Coffee, this type of music. Yeah, it's dance electronic. This I like.
Okay, it's not considered, like, it's not the techno that one.
No, it's dance electronic.
Yeah, but that's different.
This type I like because there's a little bit of lyrics to it, and then there's a beat drop and a beat.
Yeah, but
I like that.
That is good. But the techno that is non-stop, the beat.
No, I can't.
And it's quite dark. And especially if you're like in an enclosed space, like we were in this after party. Anyway, we left. I went outside and ate an ice cream, went to Wagamama. That's when I saw your text, by the way. Like, I just woke up. I fell asleep. I was enjoying my rice to curry, I can say, my curry.
Okay.
So it was fine. So that was my carnival experience. And I'm very happy that.
So are you guys going to come next year?
No.
Why not?
No, I don't need to come again for carnival. I mean, not for at least a few years.
So he clearly didn't like it that much.
No, I mean, I'm the one saying no. I cannot speak for Ramon. I think
Would he come next year?
I think if there is something to combine it with, he said, I think he would say that, okay, if we combine it with another trip, like we're going to go, I don't know, to some countries nearby and we go to Cyprus for just carnival. Anyway, I never come to Cyprus when it's just for one thing. I usually combine it with other events. For example, now I came for carnival, but also because we're going to start the podcast.
Yeah. So you had the hens.
And of course. That's actually the main reason why I came for exactly these days, the hens party. Of course. Sorry,
You're
Yoda.
welcome, PA here.
Sorry, Yoda. I came for you, obviously, these days. Yeah. True. So, yeah.
Everything else was secondary.
Yeah, exactly. Everything else was a bonus, I would say. So, yeah, how your carnival experience? Sleeping?
Honestly, I recovered.
You don't feel sleep deprived anymore?
No, I feel so much better. I feel so much more energetic. I was so tired. And honestly, I opened Instagram. I saw everyone was there. I was like, I didn't even feel FOMO because I was so dead and I felt so good when I woke up because I felt like I was starting to get sick, honestly. And it was so cold and I saw outside it was raining at some point. I was like, thank God I wasn't there. I get cold so easily. I would have just been suffering.
Yeah.
So,
and especially if you don't drink alcohol also.
I don't.
Because alcohol warms you up a little bit.
Yeah. So for me, it just would have been a struggle. It was the first year that the weather was so bad during carnival, by the way.
I never experienced carnival with gloomy weather even.
And then I looked at some videos of Nicosia and it was snowing.
Wait, was that not yesterday?
But that was yesterday.
Yeah. I don't think that was...
meshed the days together. And then I was like, see, the weather clearly was bad. It's good I did not go to the carnival.
Yeah. To be honest, it was just like it was not even pouring. It was like sprinkling a little bit. In the carnival. I mean, not in the in the carnival.
But in Nicosia, it was snowing.
But that was again, it was yesterday.
I used the news app called TikTok.
Oh, that's your source of information.
That's my source. You know, I saw a video today on TikTok that was like, oh my God, I just realized that I believe everything I see on TikTok the way my mom believes everything she sees on Facebook. It's so true. Honestly, it's our source of news, and I've been watching all these news about the ban lately.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I really hope they don't actually ban this because it's literally like against freedom of speech. It's ridiculous.
Where are you gonna get your information from?
Literally, where are you gonna read the news from?
Read the news even, yeah.
Watch the news.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, like without TikTok.
But what is going on with the TikTok ban? Do you have any information?
The Senate voted to ban TikTok in the US, which is insane. It literally goes against human rights. It goes against the First Amendment. It goes against freedom of speech.
Yeah, unless they sell a portion of the company to a US company.
That is, because they're trying to take control over it to censor it like everything else is censored.
Yeah.
Because if you don't own it, you don't control the stream of information. And a lot of people nowadays truly do get their information from TikTok. And, you know, it's sad because so many people nowadays make their income, like small businesses, make all their income thanks to TikTok.
Yeah.
Advertising companies, influencers, people, content creators in general, UGC content creators, editors. There's so many people making their full income off of this social media app. I mean, my social media also started from TikTok. It's on TikTok that I blew up, and then I moved it on to both TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
But everything stemmed from TikTok. And to me, it's the most user-friendly app, and it's just the least censored. You can see a bit of everything, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, it would be really weird if they ban literally, because
I hope it doesn't work,
because this has been going for like many years. I feel like that they've been trying to ban TikTok from the US.
Yeah, and Mr. Xu, the CEO, Xu he's called?
I don't know.
The CEO of TikTok, he made an announcement and he was like, we're going to fight this and na. And everyone's talking about it nowadays. That and Kate Middleton missing.
Yeah, where is she?
I don't know. The theories are very entertaining though.
You know, okay, tell me the
Some
theories.
people think she's dead.
Whoa.
I hope not.
Whoa.
Some people think she's in a coma.
Oh.
Some people think Prince William got his mistress pregnant, so they're having a divorce, or she's like giving him a punishment. I don't know.
Okay.
And then the funniest theory is that she ran away with, what's his name? Pete Davidson.
Oh my God, well, he's getting good publicity, man. This guy.
So they released an image yesterday of her walking at a market, but everyone thinks it's AI generated,
I have
or
not seen that
that
one.
it's like a double person. Yeah, all the images that have been released of her lately are AI generated. She has not been seen since December.
Wait, so that photo of her with the Photoshop of her fingers and the sleeve,
She posted that apparently.
and she apparently photoshopped
And she
it either.
apparently is bad at Photoshop editing, and she was dabbling.
I
You want me to believe
I
the
cannot
princess
sit and
was sitting
edit.
there and being like, "Oh, let me play around with this
Yeah, that
edit."
feels very sketchy.
Very sketchy.
Like if I would be a princess, I would not be on social media.
So where do you think she is?
I think she's just home vibing, taking some break from social
Yeah, but
media.
do you not think she would? It's not just social media; it's public appearances. Because they announced from the castle literally that she had this abdominal surgery and she's recovering.
She's gonna be back after Easter or something, I think I read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, wouldn't she like make a public statement to calm everyone down and be like, guys, I'm okay. It's all good. Calm down.
Or the royal house has just lost some of their like talks about in the media, so they want to have some publicity going on.
Maybe they have a new social media manager and this is like the best PR marketing campaign ever.
Honestly, it worked because we are talking about it also. And
I did read another theory that her clone is in development.
You know, that thing literally scares me, talking about clones. I cannot even think about it. Like, it freaks me out.
Creepy. And imagine if it's just as simple as like taking a strand of someone's hair. And
Man, I lose so much hair all my whole life. They will be able to clone me. Not that I think they will care.
Honestly, I think one of me is way too much. I'd be such a headache if there was a double.
Yeah, I mean, no. I don't agree. You would not be a headache. Yeah, I don't think you're a headache. No.
It's okay, I said it. You can agree with me.
No, I don't agree.
Diplomatic reply.
Very much so, I've learned.
So yeah, also another controversy lately on TikTok has been Nara Smith. Are you familiar?
No, what? Wait,
We're on very different sides
we're
of TikTok.
completely different side on TikTok. And I also don't scroll much on TikTok, to be honest.
I love TikTok. It's like my before bed scroll, and then I'll see something I'll learn about. And I always cross-check my news that I receive from TikTok.
Okay.
But I also learn a lot of hacks and tips and tricks.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've learned so much from TikTok.
And I get a good laugh.
Yeah.
So Nara Smith is married to Lucky Blue Smith.
Oh, yes. Okay. Who does like cooking videos?
And she dresses up and she does her makeup and then she wakes up in the morning and she speaks so
soft.
soothing.
Yeah.
And then she wakes up and she's like, my kids wanted toast today, so I baked this loaf of bread, and she bakes it from scratch. And I made some homemade jam, and she makes homemade jam from scratch and then serves her kids. And she does like the meals of the whole day, and she cooks for her whole family the whole time. And it's like her love language to cook for everyone.
And what's the controversy about it?
Everyone's like, oh, imagine you're a child and you ask for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and your mom comes 4 hours later.
Okay, that's a good one.
She gets a lot of hate for real, as in she's portraying unrealistic standards and women can't be expected to bake like that and look like that. And I'm like, guys, she's never said that's what everyone needs to do. It's her reality. She is a model, married to a model. They're very well off.
Yeah.
She is a housewife. She also makes money off of these videos she's making.
That you guys comment on. Also.
And actually, she's promoting something beautiful.
Yeah.
Homemade food and family quality time and fresh food. And she talks about how she fixed her eczema with her diet, how she's working on it. She talks about so many things. And it's honestly, such like organic, beautiful content, and she gets so much hate, but I feel like it's because it's in the States, and in the States everyone's just used to like microwave food.
Yeah, they're not really famous
Like
for their really good cuisine.
In my country, in Serbia and in Cyprus, it's normal to bake your own bread.
Yeah.
It's not something out of the ordinary. It's okay to bake your own bread.
Man, I don't
or
remember
to make homemade jam.
I don't remember seeing people like buying ready-made food that you just take off the what's it called, I lost my words today. What is it? The one that you just drag off the pre-packed food and put it in the microwave like they do.
No, and it's full of chemicals. Like, it's nice to know what goes into your kids' bodies. And if you have the luxury to do that, and she does say that this is a luxury and it makes me feel good and I enjoy it, so I do it.
And people still comment bad.
She's like such a great example. Like, good for her. Not everyone can live like that, but she can, so let her be.
People are
She's
miserable.
not doing something bad.
No, man.
And
People
honestly,
get offended.
The thing that annoys me is that a lot of people are using feminism as an excuse to bully her, but that's not what feminism is. Feminism is fighting for our rights. I want to have rights. I want to have equal opportunities, equal rights. That doesn't mean I have to be a career woman.
No.
It means I have the choice. And as a feminist woman who believes in equal rights and equal opportunities, we've lost the plot a little bit with what feminism stands for. And everyone is like so extreme about it. That doesn't mean that every woman needs to be a career woman and split the bill and do everything and work and then come home and take care of the kids. It's a choice.
Yeah,
How you want to live is a choice.
It's a freedom of being able to choose exactly what you want to do without having restrictions and laws forbidding you.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple as that.
And it's about being able to open a bank account and own property and vote and have rights and be able to excel in your career if that's the path you choose to take in life, but not to be judged if it's not. Not everyone can be a career woman. And it's not a bad thing if you want to be a family person and a housewife. Why is that frowned upon nowadays?
It's very weird.
Why are we demolishing the roles of a family? Why? Why are we judging people? Good for her.
Yeah, good for her, honestly. Slay.
Yeah. So a lot of these conversations that are opened up on TikTok like this, I think are just important conversations to be had. And even though the bullying gets toxic and it's unreal, I do see a lot of people reacting to it and defending her or starting a conversation about ways of life. And I love that because I think it's nice to talk about things.
Yeah.
Like we are here. We're sitting here talking about things. I think conversation is a really important part of society and acceptance of different preferences in life.
Yeah. No, I mean, TikTok comment section and Instagram comment section, they going free. They comment whatever they want, whatever opinion they have. So you were mentioning freedom of speech, but until what extent?
You know what? I think the younger generation has become a little bit overly sensitive and we define everything as bullying nowadays and we need to sugarcoat everything, which is also a bad thing. I'm not using that as an excuse for bullying, obviously. But I do think nowadays, like, you need to be careful about exactly how you phrase everything and is it politically correct, which is a little bit ridiculous. We should be able to speak freely. And they, them, it. It's confusing.
That's the different aspect of it. I mean more about like freedom of speech when people can comment whatever they want on other people's accounts.
But they can't really. Those comments tend to go to spam.
Yes, but they're still they can still do it. There's no consequences for them. For example, there's these like older ladies or older men who comment whatever they want until.
But that's not social media. If someone stops you in the street and they say something bad to you, do they have consequences? No.
No, that's also really. I mean,
yeah, but there is no consequences. Same way on social media, you can't censor speech. Although on social media, it's easier to be mean and to say something bad.
That's more my point.
Because you need less courage.
Exactly. You can just hide behind the screen.
I personally don't care about the hate in my comments. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
When I respond to set an example.
Yeah.
To use a negative comment to make a point. Personally, it does not faze me because I'm okay.
Yeah.
And I think if you're truly okay,
but
it's not really going to bother you.
There's so many people out there who are not okay though, who like, and that's what I get a little bit annoyed with. Yes, I agree with freedom of speech, do not misunderstand me. But when people comment freely what's in their mind that has literally nothing upbringing, nothing positive to give, like you don't need to comment on other people's accounts and say, oh, you're ugly, for example, or whatever, you're stupid, you're dumb. Why?
I don't think you can abolish someone's freedom of speech. The only way to control that is to teach your kids something I have been taught as a child growing up. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is an education thing. It stems from how you grew up. And unfortunately, it also stems from how you are doing in life, because I don't think there is any hate comment out there that is posted by a person who is okay.
Yeah.
So I actually feel sorry for them. Mm-hmm. Because if you are happy in life and if you're okay in life, you're never going to sit there and write, you're so ugly.
There's a quote that I really like. It's my mantra for years. A healthy mind does not speak ill of others.
Yes, it's very true.
And it's very true. I mean, so you can only feel pity for it. Because I get so many questions from girls saying like, Olivia, how do you handle, for example, let's say hate comments or just negativity in general? And I think there is no straight answer for that. Then it all comes back to how you feel. It's a little bit what you were just saying now, that you feel secure with yourself. But in order to feel secure with yourself, there's also some steps that need to be taken. Like you have to be in certain phase in your life, and it takes a lot. Not everyone just gets born with having. When you're younger,
you're more vulnerable.
Yeah, of course.
But also, I don't know. I think Slavic people, because I have a Slavic background, we're taught to be more thick-skinned. Like, I don't know. Obviously, it's not something that came fully naturally. Some of it does come naturally to some people. Like some people just care less by nature. Yeah. Some people are more sensitive. I think I also. I don't know, when I would get picked on in school or something, the few times I did mention it at home, because I didn't really mention it, I'm not a very open person. Yeah. They would be like, oh, they're just jealous of you. Yeah. Or they would be like, oh, they must be so unhappy. Or they must feel this way. And it was always turned around back onto the other person. Yeah. Or like, why do you even care? Whatever. Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
So I grew up being told this. And then obviously, like, even when, I don't know, like when I would receive a negative comment from someone, I wouldn't focus on the negative comment. I would focus on that person and be like, well, why is this negativity coming from them? Or like, I don't know, for example, I got bullied in school for being too skinny. Yeah. I was not. I was very healthy weight. Yeah. I also ate more than most of the girls who were constantly on a diet. Why were they bullying me for being anorexic? Because they were constantly dieting and had weight problems. Yeah. Now looking back, that makes so much more sense. At the time, as a 13-year-old child, you don't fully realize that. But I was lucky to have an adult in my presence that was like, they're just fat, so they're insecure. They're chubby, they're insecure, they're not happy with their bodies. They see you, so they pick on you.
And most probably their parents are doing the same thing.
They're letting out their insecurities on you. And very possibly they have a mother that tells them they're chubby or that tells them they need to lose weight. So they tell you that you're too skinny. Yeah. I mean, it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, we learn from our parents and from the school education, people around us. It doesn't come, you don't get born with it. Or maybe you do, but yeah.
Or like, I remember I got bullied for my accent, because obviously I'm a foreigner. So some words I would pronounce wrong and everyone would laugh at me. And I remember once I was telling someone this and they were like, I don't know. You speak so many languages. Maybe they're just jealous you speak so many languages and they only know one. Yeah. And I was like, oh. So when I was a teenager, I very much had this attitude of whenever someone would say something mean to me, I'd be like, they're jealous. Yeah. Which is also not 100% the truth. And it's not a very good way to think. But that's what got me through my teenage years. Yeah. As soon as I got mean comments, because I got bullied a lot, I was like, jealous. Yeah. No, and fake it till you make it. Sometimes it bothered me and I just faked it till I made it. And then I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
So it's a process. And I think everyone has a different journey with these things. Yeah. I mean, it's very hard to censor this and to control it and to control who can say what. I don't think it's easily feasible, but definitely some steps can be taken in the future. Don't think we're going to fix that problem, though.
No, we're definitely not going to fix that.
Like you said in the first episode.
We're not here to save the world.
We're just here to talk about it.
No, yeah. No, but like you're one of the very rare people, I believe, that got from a very young age that you have that kind of like self-driving confidence in that sense. As you said, like a Slavic.
In Serbia, it's I'm considered a weakling.
Yeah, but okay, if you compare it with other countries.
No, like Balkan countries, Russian countries, and general Slavic countries, they have this. They don't have the sensitivity of the West of like sit and cry about it.
Yeah.
Like you come home and like you're crying, they're like, toughen up. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
So a lot of it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
It depends. I think we're taught that we have to be tough as a people.
Yeah.
So you learn to be tough. And I think it's not a bad thing. I think it's good to raise your kids with a bit of toughness because life is not easy. And you will get bullied at work. There will be men who treat you inappropriately. There will be women who bully you in your environment. It's important not to take everything personally and not to take everything with so much sensitivity. Or if someone's said something a certain way, like I think it's important to have a bit of toughness in you.
Yeah, man. No, I agree. I mean, speaking of hate comments, I have this video, you already know that's been going viral on Instagram.
Is it still?
Still, man, it's almost 5 million views. For what?
Wow.
For me shaking a salad. And I honestly wanted to post a video of me that I'm going to come to... No, I just wanted to post something that I'm going to come to Cyprus. The video was just like, I was searching for my camera roll. What the heck am I going to post? Oh, this me a video shaking. Wait a minute. Who did I see that was shaking a video? Oh, Khloe Kardashian. Let me write the title. People got so triggered, calling me dumb. You have 0 brain cells. You must. And then the worst part is that the people who like defending me, like my loyal followers, they were starting attacking them in the comment section.
Oh, no.
Like, fine, do it on me, call me dumb, whatever. You don't know me. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I will not start crying from someone who does not clearly know who I am. But when you start attacking the people who are like in the comment section as well, that triggers me like crazy. So yeah, coming back to what you were saying about people being miserable lives, because of course I don't have a life apparently, but I was checking their Instagram accounts, some of them who were like commenting these weird comments. Man, it's like men from the US. Men from the US. What are they doing there? They're just like, haha, you're stupid, dumb. What do you do with life? Who do you think you are? I'm like, who do you think you are? So many miserable men in this world, man.
Honestly, my hate comments that are based from Cypriots.
Is it also not men?
They're 90% of the time men.
Yeah. What?
Or like very bitter women. But it's usually men.
But this comes back to what you said about toughen up, because that's how people have been, or parents have been towards men for all these years. You have to be a man. You cannot cry. I believe that you have to be able to...
No, I disagree with that.
No, I know you disagree with that, but I just wanted to prove the point.
I'm just clarifying.
I think we already discussed this in an episode. And so people who are listening to me before, don't get confused. If you're a man and you're from Cyprus, don't toughen up too much. Show some emotions. Because we don't want to have that comment section for other people who cannot handle it.
To be honest, for me, it's also like, to be quite honest with you, like a lot of the gossiping in Cyprus and a lot of the hate comments in Cyprus stem from bitterness.
Yeah.
Like most hate and gossip. And to me personally, it's just sad. And I just sit there and I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, you poor thing. You must be miserable. And sometimes some of them that are very inappropriate, I will delete because I don't want my young followers to look at this. Not because it bothers me. I don't care. You don't know me. And you can make up 55 stories about me and you can make up 55 rumors about me and you can say whatever you want. I don't care because I know who I am.
I also really believe that when one bad comment comes out, then more will follow. So if you just delete them, but that's also not really a solution. No, but if you have if you're like in social media, I mean.
But sometimes when I want to leave them up, I use it. I make a video response, and they always end up deleting their own comment.
Yeah.
But I just address certain things because I know that it's a more general problem. But overall, like if you're gonna sit there and hate on me, I mean, it's not my fault you're getting rejected by women.
Yeah.
It's work on yourself, work on your game. Learn how to tell jokes. I don't know. Learn how to speak.
Get off social media.
Go to the gym. I don't know. Do some skincare so your skin looks better. I don't know. Work on yourself. Have a shower or 3. I don't know. Fix yourself instead of sitting there. Like the easiest thing you can do is like find imperfections on someone else. How about you take a mirror and you look at your own and then you work on yourself, your inner self, even better. Not the surface, because this is just a shell. This is just a vessel. Work on yourself. Go read a book. Go read a news article. Go watch a show at the very least. Do something with yourself. Go do a sport. I don't know.
Yeah, don't just come home from work and then sit on the couch, take out your mobile phone and start scrolling.
And take out your anger and frustrations on others. Work on that. Go see a shrink. How about that?
Yeah. Therapy.
Honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah. How many sessions have you been to so far?
I don't know, plenty. I've been going for 2 months now.
That's really good.
I think everyone could use a psychologist. I don't think I don't think you need to have like serious problems in your life to go see a psychologist. I think
of course not.
Really healthy to deal with like.
Is it still frowned upon here in Cyprus to go to psychologist?
Oh my God, I got into an argument with one guy once. They opened up a conversation of psychologists on set of a photo shoot. And he was like, I don't believe in that.
How can you not believe in going to psychology?
And I was like, okay, to each their own. Honestly, like with age, I can't even be bothered to argue. My response is always to each their own.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's the same like when people start opening up, I could never be vegan. Okay.
I can.
I don't understand vegans. I'm like, okay, like nowadays, like before I would get so triggered, I would ramble up all the ways like why it's better to be vegan. But now I'm like, okay, you just don't know.
You do you, I'll do me.
Exactly.
That's fine. So he started talking about it and he was like, you know what? I know my problems and I can fix them myself.
Good for you.
I'm like, clearly you're not doing a good job.
Damn.
Like, okay, you do you. Why are you judging someone else talking about how it's helped them?
Yeah.
It clearly helped them.
I never understood
but they
that.
don't need that. You have to do it with yourself. No, let everyone do what works for them.
Yeah.
Why are you judging them?
You know, it's a very like old way of thinking because my grandmother actually came up with a conversation. I mean, I love my grandmother, bless her. And the topic came up on psychologists and she was like, psychologists? No, we don't do that. We talk that about within our family. You don't go to talk to a stranger about things like that.
Yeah.
But that's like very old way of thinking. And I try to say, but grandma, it doesn't mean that you're going to go to psychologist, that you're going to end up in the psych ward. I mean, it's not like in the old days because, you know, that's what she was hearing from the village. And she still haven't really opened up to the thought of psychologists. But I mean, I think it's a very back in the days thinking in Cyprus at least.
You know, a psychologist can even help you like widen your repertoire of emotions that you feel. It doesn't necessarily need to deal with trauma or childhood trauma or issues. Like your session doesn't need to revolve around that. It can help you with how you handle your current relationship and why you react this way. And yeah, I'm a very self-aware person and I can reflect to a great extent by myself. And if you talk to your friend, it's great, but it's a little bit the blind leading the blind sometimes.
Yeah. Definitely. But also like when you
go... A professional knows how to ask the right questions.
Exactly. And sometimes it's also just nice to have a conversation and be very like listened to. You can talk and share everything you want without being in the fear of judgment because you actually know the person. But since it's a therapist, it's all fine. So I highly recommend, even though I have never been to a therapy.
Really?
I'm talking about all these therapy things, but I've never been yet.
I think it could very much help you.
It is my next step now that I'm going to go I've already moved to Mallorca, but like really settle into the island. I really want to start... my life there in terms of going to therapy.
Just working on yourself.
Yeah, man, there's no better way to do that. We should be our best version of ourselves. Did you finish? I still see you chewing your chocolate though. She just had a chocolate pause.
I got really jealous because our producer was having chocolates and I wanted one too. And I'm a very jealous eater. Like I love to... I don't like it when people do it to me, but I love to eat off of people's food. And whatever I see the other person eat, I get really jealous and I want the same.
I'm like this. No, don't get my food.
Same.
My precious. That's how I feel like.
Yeah. Same. But I like to steal.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, do you not steal off of Ramon's plate?
No, because I have my own.
Yeah, but if you order something different, do you not want to try?
We always share.
Ah, there you go. So you do eat together.
Yeah, but I don't pick it from his plate. I mean, we already decided beforehand that we're going to share.
I pick up people's plates.
Not
random people's plates. I don't go
that would be so strange.
Oh my God, I was discussing this with my friend in Dubai. I was like, how funny would it be if you just went up to people and are like, oh, can I just try?
Like, wait, what are you having?
That would be such a funny video series on TikTok when you just go up to people and you just steal their food and you're like, oh, thank you.
Oh my God, if that happened to me, I think I would be so surprised.
I would stab them with my fork.
I would freeze. I would be like, what is this person doing?
Okay. There's a girl on TikTok that does this as a series. She goes up to guys and she sits next to them and she just stares at them until they offer to share their food with her.
No,
it's so funny.
That's so awkward.
And some of their reactions, but she goes up to guys she finds attractive.
Okay.
And it's so funny how they react. Some of them get really confused and scared until they understand what she's doing. And then they actually feed her. And they're like, oh, you poor thing.
No.
It's so funny. I'll send it to you if I find it.
I need to end up on your side of TikTok.
My side of TikTok is lit.
Okay.
I sit there and my favorite thing to do is to like send Diana a video. Diana.
Yeah.
Send Diana a video and then we read the comments together and we talk about the comments. TikTok comment sections are comedy gold.
They are superior. I also laugh so much.
They are so funny. Honestly, even some of your hate comments were hilarious.
Yeah, they were really funny. I was laughing
and your replies
too.
were really funny. I find hate funny.
Yeah, I
you take everything
sometimes.
with a sense of humor. See?
It's different.
Shrink.
But it's different if a person says something bad to you, then of course I will get
but even if it's a stranger, sometimes hate can be funny.
Yes, but I'm talking about a different thing. Like if you would come and say like, Olivia, you're fucking dumb, I would of course get hurt. But if a stranger does it, that's also I think what people should think about when they get hate comments. Like, they don't know you, so be okay. So I think it's time for us to end the podcast, no?
Yeah, it's been a long episode, I think.
I'm not even sure.
Me neither. Not that we're counting.
Yeah, and we're gonna film another episode.
Yeah, this is our second last day of filming.
And I know a lot of people are asking what's gonna happen with the podcast, and we're gonna stop. We're gonna mention that. Yeah, that was it. There was 3 episodes.
That was it. We tried it.
Moving on. It didn't work out. Next project.
Just like YouTube.
Yeah. No. We're gonna discuss that in the next episode. I think it's gonna get released the week after, and that episode I will already be in Mallorca. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
we will let you know. But it's still gonna be here. Don't worry. We're gonna just like a preview. We're sticking around. That's the preview.
Yes. I cannot even click like that.
So you can find us every Thursday on Spotify, YouTube,
Google Play,
we
Apple
still
Podcast.
haven't managed to learn all the places you can find us. Anywhere you find your podcast.
And see you next week on another episode of Iced Latte Girls.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good night. Now for us. You can go home.
I can now go eat chocolate.
Yeah.